Hello, BHG Kansas City Homes. Welcome to a fun week of training called Polish Your Profiles. This is going to be a little bit different than what we've been doing the last 6 to 8 weeks or so. This is going to be self-paced learning this week. So I'm going to guide you every day with your objectives for that day. You're going to have videos to watch and then tutorials to follow along with, and then tasks to complete to polish your profiles. So today is just kind of our introduction to this, this whole week of learning. And the objectives for today are a couple things. Why are we doing this? Why is this so important? Why do I need, Christian, why do I need to have my profiles updated online? Second, what sites do you focus on? Third, where do you start? And last but not least, how do you do it? So let's focus on the why first. If you've known me, you've taken any of my classes, you know that I love stats. I love to set the stage with numbers. I say all the time, my litmus test with training is if it doesn't save you money, if it doesn't save you time or make you more money, it's not worth doing. And I like pulling in stats so you understand really the importance of why we're doing what we're doing and why it matters to you. So these are the first couple slides I'm going to show you are snippets out of the 2019 NAR home buyer and seller profile that they do every year. And this one is the first steps that were taken during the home buying process for both first time and repeat buyers. So the very first thing that they did, 44% of them went online to look for properties. They didn't call Realtor. They didn't sit down and meet with us about the process. The first thing they do today is they go online. And I'm really shocked. I think that number is maybe a little bit low, but 44% of them. The next closest was 16%. They contacted a Realtor. All right, so what are they doing online? These are the actions they took as a result of their home search online. And I want to draw your attention to the third one down here. Over a third of them found the agent that they used to purchase through their online searches. That's a third of the business out there. I know a lot of us work in our spheres where we consider ourselves referral-based business, but we can't ignore this big portion of the buying pool. Over a third of the buying pool that's finding people online. And the way that we're going to position ourselves to capitalize on that is to make sure, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. I'm not suggesting you go out and buy zip codes, although some of you do that and have great success. A really simple step, and it's free, is just having your profile updated online. So next thing I'm going to show you is where are they going? This was a Real Trends consumer study that came out. I really need to update this because it came out about 1.5 years ago, but I think it's probably still true. And these are the top 4 websites that consumers went to find information on agents. This wasn't their home search. This was actually to do their dirt digging on us. So the #1 site was Realtor.com. This was a site that they used the most to research real estate agents. Second was Zillow. Third was Google, and fourth was Facebook. So I want to ask you a question. If a buyer goes online, a potential client, and they Google you, what are they going to see? And is it the image that you think that it is? While 42% of buyers use an agent that was referred to them, the first thing that they do is they go on and Google your name. So they might not live in that third that are going online and finding an agent that way, but you're basing a lot of your business off referral base. And what's the first thing you do when somebody recommends a service provider, a restaurant? You're going into Yelp, see what the reviews are. You go online, see what the reviews are. What did other people think about it? We live and breathe right now. So many people rely so heavily on recommendations and ratings and reviews online, and we do all of our research online regardless of who gave us the information. My mom could tell me it was the greatest restaurant ever, but I'm still going to go online and do my own research. Home buyers and sellers are no different. So when they Google you, what are they seeing? Is it the image that you want to project? And is it consistent? Do you have a picture? Do you have an updated bio? Is the information, are the links still active? Are they broken? So the whole objective this week is to take you step by step through some of these biggest, I'll go back to the slide, some of these biggest websites, and to make sure that you have updated profiles. Your to-do list, one of the first things that I want you to do today when you finish with the video is Google yourself. If you have a common name, you might put the word realtor behind it. You might put Kansas City behind it. But I want you to just take a look and kind of do a little assessment on where you sit today. It's Monday. Where do you sit today? And then we're going to do the same exercise on Friday. So Google yourself and start clicking on some of these top results. The top results that are likely going to appear are going to be your kansascityhomes.com site. The second is going to be, and actually this usually comes up pretty close to the top, it's going to be your bhgre.com page, which we all refer to it as your Zap page. Public has no idea what Zap is. All they know is bhgre.com. So is that updated? Realtor.com. Real Satisfied will come up. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time. There's not much to do on Real Satisfied, but I might throw that in one day. Zillow is another big one. And then your social media profiles are likely going to come up in that top 10. So I want to show you really quick, just kind of bring to light for you what having updated profiles on these websites, or the contrary, not having updated profiles on these websites look like to the public. So Carol Chartrain came to this class a couple months ago when I did it live, and I'm glad she did because I picked on her for a long time in this class, and I'm sure I could find a million agents, probably a ton right here and that are watching this video that her profile is probably similar to what I saw with Carol. So I just want to show you a real life example of why this is important. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pick on Carol today. I'm going to pick on Chad. I forgot that I updated these links because Carol actually went in and updated her Zillow, so I can't pick on her anymore after coming to the class. So I'm going to pick on Chadwick. I did ask Chad a while back if I could pick on him, by the way. So this is Chad's Realtor.com profile. He's got a nice cover photo up here. This is the default cover photo. And then he has his information. He's not linked his Real Satisfied. If he's using Real Satisfied, he doesn't have it linked here, and he certainly could do that. When we get to the day of Realtor.com, I'm going to show you how to link Real Satisfied. He's got his experience, the areas he served. Down here, he's got 56 listings, lots of activity, lots of recent solds. He's got several that are on the market. If I'm a consumer that's Googling Chad and I happen on his Realtor.com profile, I'm thinking, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He's pretty experienced. He at least has updated information. Good headshot here. So I give this profile an A for Chad. Nice work. Great thing about Realtor.com is a lot of this information is being fed right out of MLS. So on Realtor.com, it's not as critical to go in and update your profile, but you need to go up there and personalize it some. So let's go back here, and I want to show you what a consumer would see if they land on Zillow first. So I'm Googling Chadwick, and first thing that pops up is Zillow, and I'm a consumer, and I click on Chad's Zillow profile. And here it is. We have no picture. It looks like he has sold nothing in the last 12 months. There's no bio, there's no active listings, no past sales, no ratings and reviews, which isn't completely unusual. And the only service area he has here is Overland Park. As a consumer, I'm thinking, oh, I don't know that I'm going to call Chad. It doesn't really look like he does a whole lot. Really important to go in. You've got to understand that Zillow lives in a silo. It's not the only information it's being fed is our active listings. So once you sell a house, you need to put this on your checklist. And we're going to get further into this as we get into the week with Zillow. But you have to go in and claim your sales on Zillow. So for some of you, when we do Zillow tomorrow, it's going to take you a little bit longer than others. We're going to, eat the elephant one bite at a time, but we're going to do the biggest bite tomorrow. We're going to chunk off Zillow tomorrow and get that out of the way. It'll make all these other ones a heck of a lot easier. I also want to show you something real quick with ListTrack as it relates to Chad's profiles and the difference here between Realtor.com and Zillow. Chad could care less about Zillow. He doesn't pay for it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't, and I'm putting words in his mouth. He didn't tell me this, but I'm guessing. A lot of agents feel this way. They think, Zillow is kind of the evil website that none of us want to contribute to, but it's really important to at least have a profile on there. And let me show you why it's so important. So I'm going to jump over here to ListTrack, and I'm showing you the stats from the Blue Valley office for the last 30 days. And this is for their whole office. If you look for the last month in views, what was the #1 site that consumers went to for the Blue Valley office's listings? It was Zillow with almost 58,000 views just in the last 30 days with our listings on Zillow. So then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to show you the top agents. Chad sits at number 3, 7,800 views. His listings happened online the last 30 days. Well, if this many happened on Zillow compared to the rest of the site, we can probably extrapolate that most of these, a good portion of these 7,800 views probably happened on Zillow. And guess what they saw when they went to Zillow and clicked on Chad? We've got to have updated profiles. We could be missing some key opportunities here to increase our business by just not going in and updating our profiles. So our whole objective this week is to polish our profiles. Make sure you've got an updated bio. You have an updated headshot on all of these. If you can juice up the information a little bit, we're going to juice up the information a little bit. You're going to be given tools every single day to help ease the pain of doing this. You're not going to be just set off to do this on your own. I'm going to have a video for you every morning along with a step-by-step guide. So you're going to be able, as we get through the week here, the page on BH Genius that you found this on will be updated every single day with your videos for the day, your workbook, and I'll be available every day for about an hour to help. I'll just hang out kind of in a Zoom and help you troubleshoot, answer any questions you might have. Whenever I do this class live, it takes a long time for us to get through this. I try to cram it into 2 hours. We're going to spread it over the week as to not overwhelm you. So we're going to take one site every day and update it. Today, this is kind of what I'm showing you right now is basically what you're going to do each day. You're going to watch the video, download the daily guide, and then follow the guide. So today we're doing the prep work. So when you finish watching this video, go back to the Genius page and download your guide for today. We're going to gather our stuff. And I say that with air quotes. We're going to get our username and passwords figured out for some of these sites. If you don't have a username or password for Zillow or Realtor.com, don't worry about it. I'm going to walk you through how to do that tomorrow. I don't want you to work ahead on that because you could end up setting up a profile in the wrong place, and it's really hard then to attach yourself as an agent to that profile. So if you have not set up a pro login for both Zillow or Realtor.com, don't worry about that piece today. Let's worry about the other ones. The other thing that I want you to find today and have access to, know where it's saved on your computer, is your headshot and your bio. Headshot and bio are the other to-dos today. Tomorrow is when we're going to start focusing on Zillow. Day 3, Wednesday, we're going to do Realtor.com. Day 4, we're going to do our Zap BHGRE site. And then day 5, we're going to do Home Suite. I'm also going to layer in, I'm not sure which day yet, probably on Friday, I'm going to have you also update your social profiles. You're more than welcome to go in and work ahead, but bear with me as I'm prepping for this. I'm building out all of these tutorials kind of as we go here. So I might not have all your tutorials ready today for the whole week, but I'll get those up and loaded as quickly as I possibly can as I work through all these as well and try to stay ahead of you. So again, your to-do list for today, watch the video, you can check that off the list, you've made it through. Download the day 1 guide, get your stuff together, and then complete the guide. And then get ready for day 2. I'm excited you're taking part in this. I'm proud of you. You know, this is something that none of us enjoy doing, but gosh, it's so important to have everything updated online. And I'm glad that you're going to take part in this. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow for day 2.